That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Murray now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throw left side, complete. That's Brown. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Cardinals at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Murray going to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now Murray off play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. After marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here we go.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cards, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. When the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Play action this time with Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage. Well,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, it's Murray. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Go. Big ass open.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Murray and company going for it on fourth. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
22 yards there, a 1st down. To throw now, here's Love.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Love.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Romeo Doubs, his intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down and 2.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
3rd and 2. Love with it.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 15.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Murray now on 1st down. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll run here with Connor, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Murray now to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is out of bounds here. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. Here's Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Cards have regained the lead. The point after is good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, Love. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Randall. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. A final shot before half for Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. These guys will take a 10-point lead. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on the...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's J.J. Watt. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, here's Murray. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 63 yards on the ground for him so far.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Murray. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Murray going to throw. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And some room to work. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Connor up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Again, it's Connor. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Here now, Johnny Townsend. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Play action this time with Love. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw is Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Packers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. So a change of possession here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. It's Connor as they stay on the ground, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. Oh, Connor loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They run behind center with Connor. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Arizona. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Love from the gun on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
On the double.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Jones. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Here's Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Throwing. Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is
the Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And now here is another interception. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch.